Right, sorry about that. I had problems for don't even know what happened there. So let's just try again. Now TV. Bear with me a moment, guys. I'm just going to get the coverage back up. Why do I have to? Oh, cool. I don't need to know how Now TV works. Thank you. Piss off. Piss off. Go away. Right. There we go. Sorry about that, fellas. I don't know what happened. Oh, Crawley leading 1-0 against Fulham. Wow.
David.
Absolutely, the former made 10 changes. Jason Antoine's the only player that started sadly who was actually involved this evening. But it's Crawley have done really well. Both sides have had chances, but it's a really nice move. They've done really well. They move it across the box a little bit. And it's Nick Cerullo who does really well. Just gets into the area, gets into the right area. It's Tom Nichols, the captain. You can see his eyes widen. He saw the chance, hit the back of the net. Crawley, second from bottom in League Two, leading Fulham of the Premier League.
Yeah, not sure about the celebration, but Tom Nichols, the man who got the winning goal in the last round against Bristol Rovers, gets the first goal of the night tonight. And the Crawley boss is Kevin Betsy, and he's facing his old club today. He was a striker at Fulham. Kevin Keegan was his manager, said he was a bright young talent, one of the best he'd seen. He actually made his debut in a League Cup tie against Liverpool. Only went on to score 1 goal for Fulham before playing for other clubs like Barnsley among them. There's a coach as well at Fulham. He faces his old side tonight, and his team has scored against them. Goals elsewhere. Bradford City, speaking of people facing their old club, Mark Hughes is facing Blackburn tonight. We'll tell you about how they've taken the lead against Blackburn in a moment. Andy Cook, who else not stop scoring at the moment. But before that, Derby have scored the first goal of the game in the match in the North section between them and Championship West Brom. Let's tell you about that one. Rob Jones.
Yeah, Lewis Dobbin and Louis Sibley have already linked up a few times tonight. A good effect on it. Those two combined for the opening goal. It's got a great one down the right-hand side from Dobbin to wriggle away from a couple of challenges. His first cross was cut out by Kyle Bartley. It came back to
Good
the right
finish.
This time he fed Louis Sibley and got the ball out of his feet. He left-footed, curled it into the far corner. Brilliant finish. No chance for Alex Farmer. They've won the last 5 domestic cup ties against West Brom at Derby, and they lead again tonight, 1-0.
They've drawn the last 2 games 0-0, but they've got a goal tonight. It's Sibley with his first since back in February. Newport level almost instantly against Portsmouth. Will Evans with the response for them. And Nottingham Forest had the first goal of the game at Grimsby. We've seen a couple of Premier League sides already have a few issues against lower division teams tonight, but not for Forest. They lead after just 18 minutes. It's Ryan Yates who has put Steve Cooper's side in front there. Let's update you on some of these goals then. Starting with the game, that game at Blundell Park. Let's hear how Forest have taken the lead with Guy Haverwood.
Yeah, I think they deserved it. They started really well. They brought in a lot of new players during the summer. We've got 5 debutants tonight. There was one of the old boys, the relative old boy in Ryan Yates in his early 20s. He's captain tonight. Ball was played in from the right-hand side, and he struck it so well with his left foot. I think he shocked himself a little bit, and disbelief as the ball hit the back of the net. Delight to him. Didn't get too many goals, but he scored there. It could have been the second goal really for Forest. They missed a good chance previously, but Yates here, edge of the penalty area, with a lovely left foot strike. Earlier, Manuel Dennis was involved in that build-up to the goal. Missed a golden opportunity. He's only about 8 yards out and crashed it wide of the post. Grimsby hustled and tried to put the Premier League side under pressure. As yet, it hasn't succeeded, and Forest cruising somewhat at the moment by a goal to 0.
Yeah, Grimsby back in the EFL, back in the EFL Cup, unbeaten in 4 since the opening day of the season, but behind their Premier League opponents tonight. Let's take you off to the game that Matt Murray is watching between Bradford City of League 2, remember, and Championship Blackburn. Blackburn, what's a great start to the season, flying high at the top of the Championship table, through in the Cup as well, but back-to-back defeats in the league, and now behind tonight, Matt Murray.
Yeah, they're behind. Blackburn have made 10 changes. Bradford only made 1, but it was Blackburn who actually had come closest with a couple of good chances, 1 good save from the keeper. But on their first sort of bit of sustained pressure, and it's a really good goal from Bradford. Banks it on the right-hand side, goes on the outside inside the box, drills a ball, you see here, goes on the outside, drills a ball hard and low across, and there's Andy Cook in great goal scoring form, sliding in from close range, can't miss, and the home side lead 1-0, and they're on the attack now. Really good game, 1-0 to Bradford.
Yeah, and is he ever in good goal scoring form at the moment, Matt? He really is, isn't he? 6 in 6 for Andy Cook. He was top scorer last season with 12, so he's already halfway towards that, only towards the end of August. So he's had some start to the season, that is for sure. Has Andy Cook. Kilmarnock's B-side of a second against East Stirling. They lead now through Bobby Wales. And a goal in one of the games we're focusing on here in the studio as well. It's the game between Norwich and Bournemouth. And as you'll see, Joe gets the home side of the league.
Yeah, they've been really, really positive to start the game, Jules, and certainly deserve to go 1-0 up. Really bright play. Sarah involved, summer signing, lovely little bit of link-up play. Gets the ball back here. Good shot across. Neto can only palm it out. Jordan Hugill comes in arriving just at the right time and kicks it away. And
right place, right time, right man for Norwich.
Again, Bournemouth haven't quite got started yet, but certainly Norwich, front foot, fully deserved it.
Yeah, Neto beaten 22 minutes into his debut, and it's Jordan Hugill who's got it for Norwich side. He started the season rather sluggishly, maybe questions of a hangover from Premier League relegation, but they've won the last 2 league games and now leading their Premier League opponents early in this tie. Let's get off to the game between Bolton and Villa. No goals yet, but the ball was in the back of the net. Who for it and why didn't it count?
Well, 2 disallowed goals we've had, Jules, for Aston Villa. You know, they're turning the screw now. They're getting Coutinho on the ball. Danny Ings and Watkins are causing all sorts of problems to the Bolton defence. First was the Danny Ings offside goal, very tight. No VAR, remember, at Bolton this evening. So if they would have checked it, I thought he would look like he was level. And there was a clear offside with Watkins with a disallowed goal as well. He got that one correct. So
third shot from us there.
At the moment, Bolton, Villa are really pushing.
Starting to look like they're taking control.
The first goal of the game there. Let's see what is happening in the game between Newport and Portsmouth. Plenty is the answer to that. We saw that Portsmouth had taken the lead after 9 minutes. 5 minutes later, the home side were back in it. Tony Colliver.
Indeed, it's an electric atmosphere here as ever. I said the home side had started well, they certainly did that, and they continued after the visitors took the lead. It was a great 1-2 inside the box and ended, culminating really with Will Evans chipping the ball home from close range. It's game on here, great game it is. Newport 1, Portsmouth 1.
Yeah, that's the way the home side responded. They got a much needed win there at the weekend against Tranmere, which ended what was a joint club record 7 successive home league defeats for Newport at home. But they did beat Tranmere, and they are back in the game against Portsmouth. First goal of the game in the Bolton Villa tie. Bolton were up against it last time we were with you, Tim. Not anymore though.
Not now. They've gone ahead.
Oh!
We're going to see it now. I think it was
Bolton 1, Villa 0.
He gets robbed with a ball here. Look, Ramsey, they're messing around on the ball.
What's he doing?
They just nicked the ball off him and just chops it and then squares it inside there. A fantastic pass to Charles, and there's a simple chance of just rolling it in. 1-0 Bolton.
Wow.
Great scenes for Bolton and their fans. They lead Premier League Aston Villa by a goal to 0 more. Things to think about for Stephen Gerrard. He's got plenty of those at the moment, hasn't he? But a Bolton side who I mentioned really strong at home, rarely lose there against the Villa side. They struggle. Lots of their problems under Gerrard has been away from home. 5 defeats in the last 7 away from Villa Park in the Premier League and trailing their League One opponents on the road tonight. Sheffield Wednesday looking very comfortable at home tonight though at Hillsborough against the bottom team in the Football League in these early weeks. Sheffield Wednesday have doubled their lead. Nick Johnson.
Yes, and it's a second long-range strike of the night for the home side in what has otherwise been quite a disappointing game. Jayden Brown gave them the lead on 23 minutes, and then moments ago was Faseo Deli Bashiro also from about 25 yards out to beat Kieran Slicker. Hard to pick the better of the 2 goals. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Rochdale 0.
May not have been the best first half, but if you're a home fan, you've seen 2 goals like that. You're not going to mind.
Mateta's just been booked. Of course he has.
Goal of the night contenders already. Deli Bashiro making it 2-0. That's his 3rd in his last 4 appearances. Let's head off to Highbury Stadium. Still goalless between Fleetwood and Everton. Dwight McNeil, one of the new arrivals for Everton, of course, in recent weeks. Moments to forget for him, things.
Oh, he had a great opportunity. Good play down the right-hand side from Patterson. Just cut it back to Dwight McNeil. He's trying to have a shot to open his body. It hits his heel, nearly hits the corner flag. It's poor, to be fair, but Everton haven't really started. Here, Rondon. Oh, drags his shot well wide. Good play from McNeil. Plays it to Rondon. He's one-on-one with the defender, and he drags the shot wider. Yeah, it's not been the best of games, Joe, so I hope it's not penalties. And when usually when I say that, someone will score, so it's still 0-0.
It's League One against Premier League in the tie at the Sam Stadium. Let's see what's been happening there, how well have Oxford started against their top-flight opponents tonight, who are flying high, of course, Crystal Palace after that win over Villa at the weekend. Katie Shannon.
Yeah, you think, Jules, well, I don't know how Crystal Palace haven't scored. Austin Edouard has pushed the volley left of the post, and then also Michael Elise just inside the 6-yard box volleyed it wide to the right. So it's been all Crystal Palace dominating possession, and also with the chance they really should be 1 or even 2-0 up by now. Oxford United are holding on. They've actually had a really good chance from Lewis Bates, who's on loan from Leeds, the under-21 player. But Oxford United, you know what, they're good, putting up a good fight. They've actually just had a corner at the moment, which is cleared wide. Crystal Palace, they may have made 9 changes, but it's still a strong team. No Wilfried Zaha, no Eze, but as you just mentioned there,
This is on the bench.
Wants to build on that victory over Villa, and he's actually put out a really strong team. So Crystal Palace should be ahead, but right now it is Oxford 0, Crystal Palace 0.
That's a lot of Vicarage Road. Watford taking on
Need
MK
to
Dons.
take advantage of it then.
Was the new Watford boss, unbeaten since he took over. He might have been facing MK Dons if he'd stayed at Forest Green, but he made the move to the Championship, and it's been a really positive start. To keep that positive start going tonight, how's he getting on? Johnny Phillip.
They're doing okay in fairness, Watford. MK Dons are managing them and keeping them at arm's length, but Watford, as you'd expect, are probably dominating possession. They've made 6 changes. MK Dons have made 7 of their own. We did have one really clear-cut opportunity, and that came to the visitors when Craig Cathcart at the back for Watford misjudged a long ball. It bounced over him, and Will Grigg got in, and he really should have burst through and scored, but he's got no pace whatsoever. I mean, Cathcart's hardly Usain Bolt, but he got back, covered, and was able to clear, and that was a big opportunity for the MK Dons. But other than that, it's been Watford dominating possession here, 0-0.
Goal scoring's been a problem for Everton, hasn't it, so far this season? They were grateful to Tamari Gray for saving them a point at the weekend, and they're grateful to him again tonight, Quincy Morrison.
Yeah, it's a mistake from Wiradoo, the midfielder. He gives the ball away, and they just bring Everton. You can see here, it's a sloppy ball to
Oh, what's he doing?
And I was thinking, when Iwobi picks up shoot, it's a great little ball from Iwobi, and you want the main man at the moment who's in form to go on the weekend. Tamari Gray tucked it into the far corner, and it's what Everton deserve. They've been the better team. Fleetwood have been really light in attacks. 1-0 Everton.
Shouldn't have been playing, of course. He was going to be on the bench, but Tom Davis got injured in the warm-up. Gray got a start, and he's got the first goal of the game. Wolves got the first goal of the game at Molineux against Preston. There's been a second before, Alan.
Yeah, Wolves 2-0. They get really lucky here. Wait and see this for a goal. This is an absolute cracker. Traore does first of all, Jimenez does well. Traore, it's been a tough night for Daniel Johnson, incidentally. Little 1-2, you ready? Boom!
Oh, what a goal!
Unbelievable. I told you, he was so lucky. He'll be back in Barcelona if we're playing like that. Listen, nevertheless, they've been really good play.
What a goal from Traore there.
He's back to goal. Lovely little take in. You saw the finish from Traore. Really good stuff from Wolves, 2-0.
Yeah, first goal since his return to the club from that loan spell at Barcelona. What a way to announce your return.
Yeah, sorry, we lost signal. We are back though.
Preston side, who were the only club in the top 4 divisions, or still are, yet to concede a league goal this season. They've had 4 0-0s in there as well, but they have conceded 2 goals tonight to go with the one they conceded to Huddersfield in the first round. So Wolves in control of that tie. Goal in the early kick-off in the Carabao Cup tonight. They started at 7, Walsall Charlton, well into the second half, and it is the League One side who are in front. Let's hear about it with Roger Hughes.
It's a really good game to watch this. There doesn't look a league difference between the two teams. In fact, Walsall thought they'd taken the lead in the closing moments of the first half, but Andy Williams' effort was disallowed for a handball. Charlton have pace in Chin and Jayasimi, and from Miles Leeburn's through ball, Jayasimi has just given Charlton the lead with a low shot past Owen Evans. It's Walsall 0, Charlton 1.
Yeah, Charlton making a promising start to the season with a new boss, Ben Garner. 8 points in his first 5 games, got through in the first round and on course for the third round as it stands. Eventful first 25 minutes in the game at Rodney Parade. Newport coming from behind after a Roland Curtis opener against Portsmouth. They're going to have to do it again because the same man has got the second, Tony Colliver.
He has indeed, he's on fire, and it's a great game here. Newport 1, Portsmouth 2. It was a great sweeping move by the visitors. The ball was fed from the near side, crossed into the middle there. Roland Curtis, unmarked, right-footed, hit the ball neatly into the top right-hand corner to the postage stamp of the goal. It's Newport 1, Portsmouth 2.
Yeah, Portsmouth with another good goal from
Good finish.
Roland Curtis. I think it just seems to be going right for Portsmouth and Curtis at the moment. They lead by 2 goals to 1. Lots of goals Hitting in the back of the net elsewhere. Elgin City leads Stenhousemuir in the Scottish Challenge Cup to Kane Hester. Shrewsbury-Burnley, by the way, is one of the 7:30 kickoffs tonight. That's 0-0 at half-time. Blackburn back in the game against Bradford City in Bradley Dapp. We'll show you that in a moment. And Sheffield Wednesday, well, they're cruising through, it seems, against Leeds 2 Rochdale. And Dennis Adeniran with their latest goal. That's also a 7:30 kickoff, so nearly half-time there. And they lead by 3-0. Let's head off to the game, shall we, then, between Bradford City and Blackburn. Mark Hughes, 3-time League Cup winner, facing his former club, got to a great start with that goal for Andy Cook. But Blackburn are right back in it. Matt Murray.
Yeah, they are through Bradley Dapp, but it's a game of fine margins because Keane Harrick, about a couple of minutes before, had a flicked effort that hit the post, but then it's a really good flowing move from Blackburn, lots of pace on the counter-attack, and it goes down their left-hand side. You see the ball down the left, they break with power, and the player gets in, and he has the calmness just to pick his head up, roll the ball back to Bradley Dapp, and he just steps onto it, fires it hard and low past Lewis. He stands no chance. And a player who's had a lot of injuries, it's great to see Bradley Dack out there doing what he does best. So, really good game here, 1-1.
Yeah, and he loves his competition. 5 in his last 5 League Cup ties for Blackburn. Let's head off to show you that third goal at Hillsborough. Now, the first two from Jayden Brown and Dele Mashira were absolute crackers, weren't they? So, over to you, Dennis Adeniran, who I still remember scored a really good goal in the last round. What about this one, Nick Johnson?
Well, I think this might be the pick of the bunch. We have 3 goal of the night contenders. Dennis Adeniran collected the ball in the centre circle, advanced through the middle, and beat Kieran Slicker with another.
Oh, what a goal!
On the run. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Rochdale 0.
Oh, the fans inside Hillsborough, well, the Wednesday fans, being treated to an absolute delight of finishes so far tonight. And yeah, what's that last round game? It was the live Sky game against Sunderland when he scored sort of 25 yards out with an absolute pinger. This time, even better, he's topped it with that one from 30-odd yards. What a goal there. 3 absolute crackers from Sheffield Wednesday, and they are 3-0 up heading towards half-time against Rochdale. Lots of goals already here on this Gillette Soccer Special, and we'll see that hopefully when we come back in a couple of minutes' time.
Come on, boys, get in it. Get a goal before half time.
Clearing the path for the action. Soccer Special, sponsored by Gillette Labs.
Fast delivery. Unmissable TV. All included with Prime.
Coming on to
This will be the last love for me.
Come on, boys.
£5.60 at Tesco could get you Andrex toilet roll, but at Aldi you get these toilet rolls and toilet cleaner, plus bathroom cleaner, shower cleaner, and room spray, all for less than a pack of Andrex toilet rolls at Tesco. That's just how we roll. No wonder 1.3 million more shoppers have now chosen Aldi.
Everything's like gone up, and I kind of want to be that independent, strong woman. And sometimes I'm worried. And I want to tell someone.
We're just beginning to dominate now. We just need the goal, I think.
Keep it to myself, but I think I've been really good lately. I do tell you a little bit more, and it's actually refreshing because it makes me feel like I'm not the only one struggling.
All Villa level.
Running a business can feel like climbing a mountain. It's actually a volcano. But Xero accounting software can help keep your business finances running smoothly. Soon, climbing up that mountain will feel more like riding down one. On a really cool bike that can time travel. Search Xero with an X, because healthy business is beautiful business.
The second round of the Carabao Cup is underway, with Newcastle travelling to Tranmere tomorrow at 7, live, only on Sky Sports.
Soccer Special, sponsored by Gillette Labs.
Nottingham Forest have doubled their lead at Grimsby in the Carabao Cup. It's Sam Surridge 10 minutes before half-time. Rangers B have a third against Dumbarton in the Scottish Challenge Cup through Charlie McCann. Elgin City 2-0 up against Stenhouse 0 now through Jake Bolzanski. And we've already been treated to some absolute crackers in the first, half an hour or so of these Carabao Cup ties. Add this one at Bolton to the mix. Villa are level, Tim.
Yeah, Stevie won't care out winning, but it's 1-1. Villa scored. Douglas Louise from an in-swinging corner from the left-hand side. You'll see it here. They pin the goalkeeper in. Dixon, the goalkeeper, gets too occupied with the defenders. It flies straight over his head. If you look at it, I'm not sure if we're going to see a replay. But if we saw one, it was. I think it's Chambers. He just pushes him in the back. He just pins him in. He does brilliant. If it went to VAR, which is no VAR, they might have ruled this out. But the goalkeeper's got to be a little bit stronger. We're going to see the replay now. Look, if you see, they just push him towards the front post. Look, I think it was Chambers there. It was very close contact to him. Dixon, look, here's a good shot there. Let's see the push there into the back. Just enough for the ball go over the top of him into the far corner. 1-1.
There is no VAR, of course, and it's Louise who scores direct from the corner, top corner, to get Aston Villa back into the game. Grimsby are going to have to go to them to get back into the game now against the Premier League new boys, Nottingham Forest. They're 2-0 down. Guy Havold.
Yes, they are. They were doing really well up until the first goal, but the puck's gone out of them a little bit after that goal from Yates from the edge of the area. And then an error really in the build-up to this goal. Grimsby giving the ball away pretty cheaply just outside the penalty area. It came through to Sam Surridge, and he had plenty of time really to pick his spot, and he did just that. So despite all the debutants in the Forest lineup tonight, and there are 5, it's 2 of the boys that helped them get promoted last season who staked their claim for a place in the starting lineup for the Premier League at the weekend. And Forest heading towards half-time, well on top. Luke Waterfall did have an effort for Grimsby just a couple of moments ago. They need something, you feel, or at least to get to half-time at 2-0, because it's all one-way traffic. 2-0 to the Premier League side.
No sooner had Scott Honeyman equalised for East Stirling, that Kilmarnock's B-side are back in front in that Scottish Challenge Cup tie through Chris Stokes, and in 38 minutes played 5 goals in that game. And 3 goals now in the game between Bradford City and Blackburn Rovers, and it's all changed. Matt Murray.
Yeah, the away side are ahead now. Dylan Markande's just made it 2-1, and it's a really, really good play. He's got to thank his teammate Bale. Bale it is with a good bit of skill, breaks free, and then he drives it to defence. But it's then he picks a perfect opportunity to release the ball.
Good finish.
Perfect weight as well.
Good ball as well.
From close range, low, passes the ball into the back of the net. The travelling fans are buzzing, and it's 2-1 to the away side.
Yeah, he scored in the first round against Hartlepool, his only other senior goal, and he scored again tonight to put Blackburn in front, having been behind for that Andy Cook goal earlier on in the night. Let's take you to the game between Colchester and Brentford. I mentioned that Colchester knocked out Ipswich in the last round. Premier League opposition tonight, and there has been a goal. Who for? Bianca Westwood.
It's gone to Brentford, and I wouldn't say it's with the run of play or against it. It's been pretty even. Colchester have done really well. They've been working hard. They've seen a lot of the ball. They've had some half chances here and there, but I think it was just this little bit of quality by Lewis Potter here. He picks up the ball in the box. I mean, it's the coolest finish you'll ever see. Just slots it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 to Brentford, Jules.
Yeah, Keane Lewis Potter, the £20 million arrival from Hull, marking his first start with the goal to put Brentford in front. They've had a good run in this competition the last couple of years, quarterfinals at least in the last 2 seasons, and up and running at Colchester tonight. Right, let's take you off to the game between Stockport and Premier League Leicester. We were focusing Leicester before kick-off and the issues that Brendan Rodgers has got at the moment. He's brought Yuri Tillemans back into the team, still speculation about his future. Neil Manor, is he having much control on it?
Well, Leicester started the game really well. He just joined me a half chance there for Leicester. Complete control with those 10 changes. But we've got a proper cup tie on our hands here. Leicester had 1 shot on target in the opening 30 minutes. It's been lots of possession, but not creating too many chances. The best chances come to the home side. The home fans have got behind them, had very few chances. But Callum Camp from midfield, he drove towards that back line of Leicester. They backed away, Vestergaard backed away, Soyuncu backed away. I thought, why not? I'll have a hit. He hit one, it's going in the top corner. Daniel Everson on debut, been at Leicester for 6 years, on debut, makes a brilliant save. So the home side have actually come the closest. Leicester look comfortable, but it's not as easy as they thought it would be. Still 0-0.
Yeah, coming back up through the National League last season, back into the Football League, Stockport won a lot of home games Ashley Park certainly thought just 15 of the last 18 home games have ended in a Stockport win, and Leicester finding out just how comfortable and how much of a force Stockport can be there. No goals there yet. What about the latest from the game between Crawley and Fulham? This is one of the upsets potentially. We're keeping a close eye on Tom Nichols putting the League Two side in front. Any sign of response from the Premier League team? Nicky Davis.
Not really, Jules. I think there's so many changes. They do look a little bit disjointed. Crawley look much more cohesive. They played really well. Some lovely balls coming from left and right. Haven't quite been able to get the finishing touch on a couple of them. They're playing some nice stuff. Harry Ransom had a header for them. That went just over. At the other end, Lewis Dunk, he had a header for Fulham. He got squared out to Joe Bryan. He came forward, first past the defender, but blazed his shots well over. Crawley well deserving their 1-0 lead at the moment, that's for sure.
There are three Champions League playoff second legs tonight, because Rangers play their one, decisive one against PSV tomorrow night. But one goal to tell you about Red Star Belgrade, trailing 3-2 against the Israeli side Maccabi Haifa from the first leg. Well, they've levelled the tie at 3-3 now, and it's Alexander Pesic who has made it 1-1. In fact, as I'm speaking, Benfica lead Dinamo Kiev 1-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate, so they're taking another step towards the group stage. The former Manchester City defender, Nicolas Otamendi, I think he scored money for them, but he's put Benfica in front. They lead by a goal to nil. They've never lost a Champions League playoff 100% record in their previous three.
How well to do.
Let's take you, where are we going? It's been a goal in the game that Jeremy McAnuff is watching. We're just going to come to him anyway in the Norwich-Bournemouth game. We were going to show a Bournemouth chance. Can we do one better than that, Jeremy?
We can, and there's been a few chances. They've responded really well to going a goal down. Jules have had a number of opportunities. Jayden Anthony's had a couple. Christian Sadie, the young centre forward playing tonight, did have that chance that we were going to see previously. He does so well, Jules, with this situation here where he wriggles in the box. We just see it coming in now. Good build up, really patient, gets into him, bodies around him, control, turn, does really well. Another little spin, gets a little touch, and then Emiliano's right there on hand just to tap it home. But the young man Sadie does incredibly well, and I've got to say, balance of play, they've responded really well, and they're very, very worthy of getting back in the game. 1-1 draw.
Yeah. And a bit like Damari Gray scoring for Everton when he wasn't due to start. Christian Sadie, who made that goal, wasn't due to play, but Jamal Lowe was taken ill in the warm-up. Sadie got his chance, and he played a big part in that equalising goal. Rangers may have a fourth against Dumbarton's. That Lovelace with the latest goal. It's not even half-time there. And a penalty to hear about in the game that Alan McNally is watching, where Wolves were in total control against Preston. Who's got it, Alan?
It's for Wolves. Unsurprisingly, they've had most of the play. They've been really good, and Hee Chan Wang is going to take it. Daniel Johnson's not happy with the referee. The referee's Mr. Thomas Bramall. He had one little half look and then decided, yeah, it's got it down, and you can see that Daniel's not happy. He's saying he never made any contact with him. The referee, Mr. Bramall, has said, yes, we're going to get a penalty. Okay, we're okay, yeah, we're going to take it now. Okay, so Chang, or sorry, I should say Wang, Hee Chan Wang. Sorry for me saying it. Here we go, 3-0. Can we make it right-footed? Come on, David Cornell, keep your team in the tie at least. They've been very good Wolves, to be honest. Nothing so far really from Preston, and it would be probably apt in terms of the amount of ball they've had in the first half. Oh my goodness! Right, he's not
terrible penalty.
That's for sure. Well done, the goalkeeper made the save. You've got to say, very poor penalty, wasn't it?
Oh, wasn't it just really poor? But as you say, at least keeps Preston interested in the tie. At 3-0 down, you think surely over, but at 2-0 down, still a sniff. Goal in the game at Vicarage Road. MK Dons have made a really slow start in League One, missed out in the playoffs last season, have picked up 4 points in the last 2 league games. Maybe they're starting to improve now, and they lead against their championship opposition tonight. It's Matthew Dennis who has put the Dons in front. Let's bring you that goal with Johnny Phillips.
Yeah, quite a bit of pain for Matthew Dennis as well. He's on as a substitute for Will Grigg, who went off with an injury of his own. It was a lovely breakaway goal by MK Dons and a really nice move between Dara Burns and Dennis, exchanging passes.
Jesus, boys, what the fuck's going on?
From no more than a couple of yards,
wow.
But then he clattered into the goalpost and really, really badly injured himself. He's still being treated now at the moment. It's a lovely cross from Dara Burns to the back stick. Dennis wouldn't miss, but he's done himself some damage now, and I'll keep you posted on what's happening. The MK Dons away to my right, singing at the moment. They're celebrating the lead. Could be a bad injury to the goal scorer.
Yeah, we all winced here in the studio when we saw that. Yeah, because it looked like a bad one for him. It's come at the cost, that goal for Matthew Dennis. He's only been on the pitch 6 minutes. He might not be on it for much longer, but he has got the goal.
2 added minutes.
Front at Vicarage Road. Half-time starting to go in Scotland in the Challenge Cup. East 5 for Dole up against St Johnstone's B-side. And Kelty Hearts, who have had a struggle so far as they're trying to adapt to life up in League One. They're bottom of the table and winless since promotion, but they lead tonight at 4 by a goal. So Bradford City led in their tie against Championship Blackburn through Andy Cook's 6th of the season, but Blackburn have turned it round. Bradley Dack and Markande with the 2 goals for them. Rangers B-side are running away with the game against Dumbarton. They're 4-0 up at half-time. It's 1-0 East Kilbride against Annan. Stevenage Peterborough is goalless in the Carabao Cup. We showed you that equaliser for Bournemouth a couple of moments ago. They're level now in their tie at Norwich thanks to Emiliano Marcondes. Kilmarnock's B-side 3-2 up against East Stirling. That's been their sort of a ding-dong battle in the first half there. Brentford leading at Colchester thanks to Keane Lewis Potter's first in a Brentford shirt, and Southampton averting any sort of upset at the moment at Cambridge. Che Adams continuing where he left off at the weekend.
Level at the break, not ideal.
Let's just head off to the game at Highbury Stadium. The players going in at half-time. Before you tell us about a chance, Clinton, the body language is interesting when we got a view of Anthony Gordon in the dugout a moment ago.
Yeah, he was just sitting there smiling, hugging his teammates. Sitting there smiling, hugging Raheem.
Not sure what to think, to be honest. Looks like, looking at the chances on the Oxford Twitter account, they had really good chances at the end. So, do need to put the ball in the back of the net to start the second half. So,
yeah, and you would have you.
So we'll leave it there for now. We'll come back to the cricket and let's play some more cricket. 0-0 at half time. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Into the 25th over here. We need 313 to win this game. Let me know your thoughts if you're just joining the stream now.
Wait on it. Waiting.
Oof.
Wait on it. Yep.
Single off the end of the over there.
End of the 26th over. Somerset are now 117 for 5.
They're struggling here. They need nearly 9 and over. Why don't you stump him? You could have stumped him there.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to run a second. He's going to get run out. Why don't you stump him quicker, you idiot? It's that fucking keeper, man. Fucking nonce.
Yep. Yes.
What is it taking so long? They're going to get a third here. What the f... Why is it taking him so long?
Yep.
He missed it as well. What the... Look at what this over. 2-1-3-2. Fucking 8 runs off it.
Yep.
You can piss off Van der Merwe. 9 off it. Very expensive.
Somerset are now on 127 for...
Waiting. Yes.
That's going to go for 4. Not what I want to see, thank you. Boyd taking the piss.
Yep. Bowler.
Gone for 14 off our last 9 balls.
Waiting. Yep.
Oh, lovely shot. That's 4. That's another terrible delivery from me there. Gone for 9 off that over once again.
136 for 5.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck, man? Got to change this field up once again. Of course it hasn't changed it. What the fuck is this all about?
Waiting. Wait on it. Waiting. Oh, that's a spot.
We can do a bit better than this.
Oh! Somerset are now on 148 for 5. Sam Curran. Change of bowling. The off spinner
Last over, bringing us on. We need 122 off just 66. I don't know why it's giving me that sort of animation when there's nowhere near going to be a run out. Oh!
Right there.
Oh, what is that? Seriously, that's got to be fucking fixed soon, man. $120 off 63, so they need 2 a ball now.
Wait.
This it drastically goes wrong.
Wait.
We'll be finishing on 1 for 37, or maybe hopefully 2.
Waiting.
1 for 37, not bad.
End of the 40th over.
We need 2 runs a ball.
For 6. Sam Curran.
Yeah, it doesn't get there. Craig Overton man of the match for his 3 for 84. And what did he do with the bat? 30 off 26. I thought we were giving it to Hayden Alberts, to be honest. 111 off 98. Okay, stupid game.
Gotta chase it, gotta believe it, gotta go
Seriously. Next one against Nottinghamshire, who we are below, so let's take them on. Nice to see Trent Bridges in the game this year. Trent Bridge. Do win the toss. It's a medium standard pitch. I'll probably bowl first. No, bat first, because that's what we like to do. I'd much rather be the chasing team. Okay. 49 for 1.
Change your bowling.
3 wickets, an average of 48. Not the best. We can definitely improve on that. God, Blevins for 23 off 15. Got to close it, slow him down a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, you fucking kidding me? Fuck off, Hales, you prick. Of course he gets a fucking edge behind.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? Seriously? Are you just... Nah, this game can fuck off. 7 off the first 3. Are you taking the piss?
Winning. Winning.
Nah, fuck it. I'm not playing with these two fucking cheats.
Winning.
End of the over. Nottinghamshire.
7 off that over. You're having a laugh, mate. 50 partnerships reached. Time to do a bit of simulation. We get a wicket, of course we fucking do. And we go for a 6 as well, of course we fucking do. Well, at least there's a wicket.
The score is now 74 for 2.
Oh, 4 down. What the fuck just happened there? Okay, 2 new batsmen. Alright, I'm not going to complain.
Waiting. Wait on it.
Hey, let's go. What the hell? Okay. Alright, I'll take a catch there any day of the week. Let's go. Great catch in the slip there. Clark gone for a duck. Whack, 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 whack. Oh, I hate facing left-handers. I'm not good at facing left-handers. Oh, that's gone. Hello, do you want to grab the ball? Alright then, I'll just go grab the ball. The fuck's that all about? Yes, let's go. Moore's bowled. on fire here. It's our third official wicket. Two for us that we've actually taken. Let's go. He's gone for a duck as well. Lenny Johnson, they're struggling here, Nottinghamshire. What a spell. 3 for 15. Now would just be desperate for me to get off. Don't tell me this is going to be a double wicket maiden.
Waiting.
It's a double wicket maiden.
17th over, Nottinghamshire are now
They've collapsed from 74 to 2 to 74 for 6.
Waiting. Waiting. Wait on it.
Should be starting again in a moment.
Waiting. Wait on it.
It's another maiden.
End
Good
of the
over.
19th over, Nottinghamshire are now on 83 for 6. Tom Curran, the new...
Waiting.
I should do one more over. See if it starts.
Wait on it. Waiting.
So what I'll do is I'll finish this one off, then do one more, and then probably leave it there.
Waiting.
Oh, it started, is it? No, it hasn't. 4 shots apiece, 1 on target to them, none on target for us. I'm going to get a leg by from that as well, of course they fucking are. It's still going, so let's finish it off in just a moment. 3 wickets, 3 for 16, 2 maidens. No, it's not. Let's get ready to watch the game. Let's get back to now TV. Come on. Okay, right, so let's go back to me. Close that. Right. Started again. Oh, Preston got one back.
Ryan Loader manages at half time saying, hey look, one brings us back in the game and they've got it. So well done to Preston, excellent stuff, 2-1.
And that is his first goal for the club. Goals in the Champions League, by the way, just to update you on in the playoffs. Benfica are easing their way through. They're 3-0 up on the night. Dimo Kia 5-0 on aggregate, so that one is done. Maccabi Haifa just pulled one back against Red Star Belgrade with Daniel Sundgren in the 5th minute of added on time. That is now 4-4 on aggregate. And Rangers B have got a fifth against Dumbarton, and it's a hat-trick for Alex Lowry. Right, let's get off to the game at Highbury Stadium. What's happened, Clinton?
Oh, it's a chance, nearly an own goal from the young defender. Well, making it. No, it's not his debut because he played last season, but Begovic had to make a really good save. You'll see it from here. He's a free kick and he's mistimed his header, and Begovic had to make a save. Tipped it around, but there's a chance here for them. Back post. Oh, why are you not getting your shot away? No, it's not. He can't sort his feet at the back post. Everton clear. Still 1-0 Everton, Jules.
Still 1-0 Everton, 5 minutes gone in the second half, but a bit of a scare there. Begovic to the rescue, getting a start tonight in for Jordan Pickford. Let's take you to Tim watching the game at Bolton. Villa level for that Douglas Luiz goal straight from the corner before half-time. How's the second half started, Tim?
Yeah, it started well. Bolton had a chance 25 yards out centre goal. Declan John with a free kick just bends it wide of the goal. Still 1-1, but a good start. Here it is here. But this is the best angle. It spoils it when you see it from behind. It's about 4 yards wide. So. I got excited for no reason. Here it is. You ain't missing nothing.
That's on Sky Sports Football. If you want to watch it live, you'll see the goals and the free kicks that go 4 yards wide with us. Let's see what's happening in Joby's game, shall we, here in the studio. He's watching the match between Bournemouth away at Norwich. Bournemouth were a goal down to that Hugo goal for Norwich. Emiliano Marcondes equalising before half-time. Who started the second half the better, Joby?
Bournemouth definitely started the way they finished, Jules. Had a good chance, literally first minute of the second half. Jayden Anthony, good run, drives inside to the box, shoots just over the bar. Couple of substitutions for Norwich, not a bad one. Sam Byron's gone off, and Max Aarons is on in that right-hand side wing position. So good change for Norwich, definitely.
Is the upset of the night maybe going to be at Broadfield Stadium this evening? Premier League Fulham had a pretty promising start to their return to the top flight. 5 points from 3 games. Best start to a Premier League season in 14 years. But could they be going out tonight to League 2 opposition? They're behind it, Crawley. Jesse Davis.
Crawley played some really nice stuff, and right in that first half, Jules had a fantastic chance to try and make it 2-0. Nichols, it was laying into James Balagisi. He's done well. He hasn't got an awful lot to sway that. Rodek standing really, really tall. He just decides to go for power, thumps it really hard. Rodek stays really strong, and it bounces away from danger. Only just kicked off at the start of this half. Fulham have made a couple of substitutions, and they've already increased the tempo, and they need to. They're 1 down.
Yeah, I said Fulham made their best start to a Premier League season in 14 years. Crawley, conversely, made their worst start to a Football League season, just 1 point from 5 games. But if they can knock out Fulham tonight, that would surely give Kevin Bexley side a real shot in the arm. Let's head off to the game at Edgeley Park. Stockport going toe-to-toe with Premier League Leicester, and certainly matching them in that first half at Edgeley Park. Another uneasy evening for Brendan Rodgers at the moment, Neil Mallon.
Well, it's certainly been uncomfortable for the Premier League side, absolutely. It's a great cup tie atmosphere. It's actually a little bit flat now, just join me. The home fans have really got behind the team. Just that one big chance that they had in the first half. Leicester, there's been a little bit more urgency about the early in the second half. Moving the ball a little bit quicker, and need to, if they are to try and break down this back five. Get a few shots, but long distance shots didn't really open that Stockport defence up. Again, early in the second half, Luke Thomas with 1 shot well wide, so need to improve the second half, Leicester, if you want to avoid a cup upset and the game going to penalties.
How close here in the studio did Bournemouth just come to taking the lead at Carrow Road, Joby?
Yeah, big chance, and it's that man again, Christian Sadie, been so impressed with him tonight. Young man playing up front, he takes the ball in so well. Great touch in and around the box. This one gets rolled into him here. Lovely take on his back foot. Great shot. Good save, and then they actually have another chance. Jayden Anthony now gets on the ball. Nice and positive. Drives inside, cuts it back. You just see Emiliano here, just can't control the finish over the bar. But as I said a few minutes ago, Bournemouth definitely started this second half really, really strongly. Still 1-1 though.
Fourth, our level against Kelty Hearts in the Scottish Challenge Cup through Callum Moore. And first result of the night in the Carabao Cup, that early start at Walsall, and it's Charlton who leave with the victory and a place in round 3 for just the second time in the last 15 years. The goal from Simi putting Charlton through to round 3 of the Carabao Cup and our first away win of the season. Let's get to another on the ties pitting Premier League against lower division opposition. That's the Kassam Stadium tie between Oxford and Crystal Palace, 0-0 at half-time. Have there been any alarms for Patrick Vieira's side? Katie Shannon?
No, not really.
There actually have, Jules. Oxford have had the best chance of the game. Cameron Brannigan fired a shot on target. Fantastic save by Sam Johnson, the new signing from West Brom, who's actually making his debut tonight. That was probably the best chance And if he hadn't saved that, that would have been into the back of the net. As for Crystal Palace, Austin Edouard had another huge chance. His head
Crawley 2, Fulham 0.
So Crystal Palace and Oxford both knocking at the door, and you'd hope that the deadlock would be broken soon. But one thing that has lifted Oxford United fans is that former Arsenal centre-back Martin Keown is just below me here, and he's been very generous with his time, giving out loads of selfies. So that's been one little bit of good news for these Oxford fans around me. But right now it is still Oxford 0, Crystal Palace 0.
Hopefully the mic wasn't up. You didn't hear Alan McNaby's derogatory comment about his old teammate just there.
It was a great guy, Martin. I just don't want a picture with him, that's all.
Listen, let's get straight to the game at the Broadfield Stadium. You'll have seen it on the video printer. 73 places in the league pyramid between Crawley and Fulham, and now 2 goals apart. Dickie Davis.
We said how well they were playing, Jules. They've done it again. They pushed Fulham all game. It's almost like a typical League 2 game they play every weekend. Nobody's got a second when they're on the ball. They cut it off, they get it into the area. It's a really good move again. Looks like Tom Nichols has got a little bit of space. Rather than shoot and panic, he lays it into James Balaghese. He makes absolutely no mistake. He's been really good tonight. He deserved this goal. 2-0. Fulham could be on their way out.
At 73 places apart is the biggest gap between two teams in the Carabao Cup tonight, and it could be the biggest story because Crawley have that second goal. Balaghese 3-3 for him on loan from Liverpool, and Crawley have a bit of breathing space now against their Premier League opponents. So did East Fife against St Johnstone's B-side in the Scottish Challenge Cup. Scott Mercer doubling the lead there for East Fife, who are second in the League 2. Won the last 2 games by a goal to nil. They've got a second this evening. What happened in the game just now between Bolton and Villa, level at 1-1, but someone's come very, very close to taking the lead.
Yeah, Villa, good play. Great play from Watkins and Danny Ings. They combined brilliantly and they play a nice 1-2, and Danny Ings just scuffs his shot across. There's Coutinho involved there. He just picks the ball up, slips the ball down there. There he is, Watkins. Great pass into Ings. He does well, and then he just slides his shot. It's just narrowly. You should have given the lead there. It was unlucky, really. So just stays at 1-1.
Watkins and Ings starting tonight, combining there and inches away for putting Aston Villa in front. Off we go to the game at the Abbey Stadium. Just 1 goal in it at half-time. Premier League Southampton led by a goal to nil. There is a second goal in this tie. Are Cambridge back in it, or is Southampton a step closer to round 3? JD Dyer.
Sorry to break Cambridge fans' heart, but Southampton have doubled their lead. It's that man again, Shea Adams, 2 at the weekend and 2 tonight. It was about 25 yards out when Mayu actually opens up his body and strikes. It was a wonderful save again from Will Manningham down to his right-hand side. But as all good strikers do, when they're full of confidence and they're chasing up, he follows up to have the easy task of putting it in from about 4 yards in. I love the celebration, Shea, because it meant something from his side. He's worked really hard to get himself at this level, and to turn around and say that he's going to be a Premier League goal scorer, and he's giving Ralph Houghton a big headache going into the weekend. 2-0 right now for Southampton.
There's talk he could be leaving them. The likes of Everton interested in Che Adams apparently, but 4 goals in 2 games, surely can't let him go. Che Adams putting Southampton a step closer to round 3. Portsmouth led at Newport, but Newport have responded for the second time in the game. It's 2-2 there. Aaron Wildig with it, and a second goal in the game at Vicarage Road. But it's MK Dons of League 1 who could be springing a surprise. Johnny Phillips.
Yeah, and Watford only have themselves to blame for this. It was a poor pass on the halfway line from Mario Gaspar, who really gave possession away to Milton Keynes Dons. Boy, bursting forward, he laid the ball to Dara Burns. Burns well outside the area, but left foot lined up the curler and found the bottom corner, and he went off to celebrate with his teammates in front of all those MK Dons fans who've made the short trip down to Vicarage Road this evening, and they're online to see a proper upset here. They lead 2-0, and they've been fairly good value for that lead.
Yeah, it's the first for the club for Dara Burns, an MK Dons side who've lost both their away league games without scoring a goal, but they've gone to Championship Watford in the Cup tonight, and they've got 2, and looking good for the next round. Back we go to the game here in the studio between Norwich and Bournemouth. We showed you how close Bournemouth came to taking the lead a moment ago. Norwich trying to wrestle back some control, are they, Jobin?
No, Norwich hanging on for dear life at the moment. Jules, Bournemouth really kicked into gear at the start of this second half, and another opportunity involving that young man, Sadie, again, good work down the right, gets a lovely little touch, and then Angus Gunn covers that ground really well from Ryan Christie to get across. But as I say, really hanging on and need to get a little foothold in the game now. Bournemouth
absolutely
Look at him avoid it with the booking. Why am I not
they've had the fewest number of
surprised?
shots so far in the Premier League, just 16. It feels like they've had at least that tonight, Bournemouth, the way they're playing in this game, but still 1-1 against Championship Norwich. Should Everton be 2 up at Fleetwood, Clinton?
Yeah, Patterson should be better at the far post. Good play from Venaghi down the left-hand side. He does well. He plays him a ball. Well, I don't know if it's a good cross. He doesn't really. He's trying to put it into an area. They don't defend it properly, and Patterson hasn't shot it straight at the goalkeeper. He really should be doing better. That's definitely a fullback in the wrong position there, George. Still wonder.
Yeah, still 1-0 there, and Liam Parker, meanwhile, has just been sent off for St Johnson's B and training at East Fife in the Scottish Challenge Cup as well. A second yellow for Parker. So they are down to 10 men. Okay, let's head off to that game at Rodney Parade, shall we? For the second time in the night, Newport are back in it. Tony Colliver.
Oh, they certainly are. It's an electric start to this second half. The home side started well in the first, they started well in the second. It was a terrific deep cross from the far side, finding Adam Wilding. A terrific header from him, and it beat Josh Griffiths in the Portsmouth goal. Terrific game here. Newport 2, Portsmouth 2.
Yeah, cracking tie in that one. Newport now looking to reach the third round for just the third time.
Come on,
1962 and 2020, the 2 times they've managed it, and right in with a shout now. They're back in the game against their League One opponents. Let's take you off to the game at Blundell Park. There he is. Guy Harold's going to tell us if there's any hope of Grimsby getting back into this one. Guy.
I tell you what, Grimsby been absolutely terrific at the start of this second half. Paul Hurst really has shaken it up. He's given his team a shake-up at half-time. He's put 2 players on at the start, and Ryan Taylor's made a big difference going forward, and he hit the post, and Grimsby have caused all sorts of problems aerially to this makeshift Nottingham Forest team, and this was the best effort so far. Taylor just getting a touch on it. It looked like it was going in. It came back, and Forest scrambled it away to safety. Amos has fizzed one across the area. Waterfalls had a header that was well saved by Hennessy. So Forest, despite their dominance in the first half, haven't got going at all in the second half, and Grimsby fans believing that they might just be able to get back into this one, but still the Premier League side lead by 2-0.
Stenhouse-Muir, I don't think they're going to get back into the game in Elgin City. 3-0 down thanks to Russell Dingwall. Colchester are going to get back into the game against Brentford. Only 1 goal in it, and Brentford have conceded in their last 21 successive away games. Haven't kept an away clean sheet for nearly a year. Anything for them to worry about in this second half, Bianca Westwood?
I would worry about Noah Chilvers because he's been excellent tonight. He had a really good chance on the edge of the area. The ball fell nicely for him. He hit it on the volley, but it looped just over the crossbar. It's not been quite as frantic as the first half. There's not been too much action in either box. That really is probably the best chance of the second half so far. Yanel, he had a chance for Brentford, but he skied his over the crossbar. It was from quite a tight angle. Yeah, it's the tempo has dropped quite a bit, and Brentford, they're in control at the moment, and they still lead by 1-0.
Right, big moment in the tie between Bolton and Aston Villa. Remember, the League One side were in front in the first half. Douglas Luiz equalised. We'll show you Danny Ings.
Penalty to Aston Villa.
There's now a penalty. Who fought him?
Yeah, for Aston Villa. Danny Ings goes round Dixon, he just brings him down. Coutinho with a fantastic pass inside the defender, and Danny just takes it up. There is him now. Look at that pass, the weighted pass there, and Danny just shimmies, takes it to the left. Ball's going to run out of play anyway, he's never going to catch it, but Dixon brings him down. So referee gives a yellow card, penalty to Villa.
This is another look at it.
Looks, I mean, Marge could have been offside. Looks like no VAR, so they play on. But he just commits the goalkeeper and he just looks for the foul, and he obliges Dixon in the goal for Bolton. He's never catching the ball. Look how far he knocks that ball past. It's a clear penalty. Clear penalty. To see who's going to take it. Not sure. We'll come back to it.
Okay, come back to you in a moment. Yeah, in the Premier League with VAR would have been pulled back, you think, for the offside initially, but not in the game between this League One side Bolton and Premier League Aston Villa. So it's a penalty given. And the referee's just flashing the yellow card.
Yeah, a lot of dissent. Kachunga this time he's getting a yellow card. I think he's going round. He's taking. Not sure how many yellows he's got, but he's given a few out tonight. So we're still not clear. We're still looking at Churanga there. Looks like Danny Ings. Yeah, Danny Ings with the ball under his arm.
Let's go live to the face.
She picked one.
He ain't going to be rushed. Danny's the experienced player. he's sitting down, he's not even looking. It's a nervous time for Steven Gerrard. It's tough. If you go behind at this stage for Bolton, not sure there's any way back. He steps back, deep breaths, Dixon in goal, stays. And he scores, sends goalkeeper to bottom right-hand corner. Great penalty from Danny Ings, 2-1 Aston Villa.
Yeah, wasn't it just Premier League quality, great finish, and Aston Villa, for the first time in the tie, lead by 2 goals to 1. At the moment, they are heading through. At the moment, though, the big story developing is the one down at Crawley, because League 2, Crawley, are 2-0 up now against Premier League Fulham. 73 places between them in the pyramid. Are Crawley going to be the big story of the night? Stay with us to find out.
Letting the conversation flow. Soccer Special, sponsored by Gillette Labs.
There's 3 changes now, Oxford. I wonder if we should do the fucking same. Is Mitchell, okay.
National Geographic.
The thing that's different about a Verbo holiday home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your holiday home with someone you wouldn't share your holiday with?
Boys, can we make the difference now, please? Oh, come on, boys.
Born Confident, the new Volkswagen T-Roc, also available as a cabriolet.
Raw football talent. Forged in South London.
Pitches are where you really find a player. On the States and in parks.
Every year, young players take a shot at the big time.
I just want to be a footballer.
But less than 1% will make it.
Struggling with 2 jobs and in football as well. I'm trying to get a full contract. Nothing's guaranteed. Look at this kid. Look at this kid.
Told over 1 whole season, you can make it from cage football to pro football.
That's what keeps me going. Whatever happens, I've just got to take my shot.
Soccer Special, sponsored by Gillette Labs.
Come on, boys. 25 minutes to find something.
Just before the break, we showed you Aston Villa taking the lead at Bolton.
3-1.
Just after the break, we can show you another goal in that game. But who for? Tim, show us.
3-1 Villa, Digne gets in on the left-hand side. You can see it here now. It's a good pass inside the fullback here. You see it, like great pass, good run. And he faced across the ball. Goalkeeper Dixon's on his way back. He almost drops to the left-hand side to try and cut out the cross. And he cleverly just slips it into his near post. 3-1, game over.
His first goal for the club in his 20th appearance, and 2-goal cushion now for Aston Villa. You'd think that might be enough, but still only midway through that second half. As we are in the tie at Molineux, the Premier League team leading in this one, but this one's not done yet. Chances at both ends, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. There was 2 really good chances. I'll give you them first. One from Max Kilman, a header, and a brilliant save from David Cornell, really good. And then Nathan Collins with another header that didn't hit the target. And then there's a really good chance for Preston. This is as Wolves come forward. Great chance for just a long ball. Emil Rees-Jacobs is in. Nathan Collins is chasing him. Can he get enough on it? And he couldn't quite get enough on it. Don't know why he couldn't maybe have just a swing with his left peg there. Lights it on his right. Tried to get enough on it and not quite. But certainly the game with Preston scoring so early on in the second half, and it's only 2-1.
Last time we were at Carabao Road, it was still 1-1 between Norwich and Bournemouth. The home side were hanging on. Is that still the case, Joby?
Yeah, Dean Smith's made a couple of changes, Jules, to try and swing that momentum. Tamo Pukki's come on, he's actually making a run now. Adam Ida's another sub, he's just getting in now, he's just offside, he was just through and goal. So again, I think from Dean Smith's point of view, changes to try and just shift what's been happening. Bournemouth have been still in control. Norwich with a good opportunity there, and I think they're going to try and finish this game really strongly to
Come
find
on,
a point back.
boys.
Still 1-1.
Why is everything going to
Scotland,
Oxford?
An Athletic League Two side are back in it against their Lowland League opposition. The league leaders in that division have won the last 6 in a row. East Kilbride, but it's Annan who are level through Tommy Goss with 21 minutes to go. Everton still
No
edging
shots on
Fleetwood by
target.
a goal to nil at Highbury Stadium.
No shots on
Ahmed
fucking
Onana
target.
making his debut, his first start for Everton. What have you made of him, Clinton?
Yeah, he's neat and tight. It's going to take time though. This is a playing at Fleetwood. Premier League's totally different, but it's going to get up to speed of it. But this game ain't over, Jules, because Fleetwood are causing Everton problems. They brought on Tarkowski and the young boy Warrington. So made a couple of changes and rested a few players, but it's definitely not over. They need a goal, but no, stay with me, because watch what's going to happen. It's 3-on-2. Can Rondon pick the right pass? They sent Iwobi back to Everton with that pass, back to Liverpool. Terrible pass from Rondon, still 1-0. What he's in on goal and he puts him all the way in the corner flag. What's he doing? Pass appreciation from centre forwards. Anyway, 1-0 Everton.
Yeah, I'm with you, Clinton. I'm with you. Rangers B-side team to watch this season. This is their academy side. They've scored 25 in their first 7 league games. They're playing in the Lowland League. They're second in the table. They've just got a 6th against Dumbarton, who made a 100% start in League 2. Aaron Lyle is the man who's got it. So 6-0 with 20 minutes still to go. Let's get back to the game at Bolton, shall we? Because Aston Villa lead by 3 goals to 1, and it's a free kick. They are lining up here, Villa, and a chance, if there is any doubt in this tie, to maybe absolutely put it to bed. Tim Sherwood.
Yeah, they're very comfortable. They've got a free kick. McGinn's going to swing this with his left foot towards Dixon, the goalkeeper. There's Mings has come up. There's all the big guys. Chambers is up there as well, so just waiting for him to swing it in now. He whips it into, he tries to score. He's tried to score there. He's tried to whip that into the near post and goes like hopelessly. That was a rugby kick. It was horrible.
It was. Yeah, it was really bad. Really bad. Sorry we didn't bother you with that one. Back we go to Highbury Stadium. Everton would like a couple of goals to head into to the weekend, but still just the one, Clinton.
Yeah, there was a chance for Onana there from the corner. He did work to get up, but you can see a ball in from Damari Gray. Iwobi keeps it alive. Onana good defending and it's cleared off. And then from the resulting corner, no. What? There's a chance. Rondon. Good defending by El. Another corner to Everton. Still 1-0.
Still 1-0 with 18 minutes to go. Victoria Pilsen have just levelled in the Champions League playoff. It was Carabao leading by a goal to nil. It was 0-0 in the first leg, but now it's all.
It was 1-0. Let's go.
Has levelled for Pilsen, the Czech
Who scored?
champions. Back we go to what is developing to be the big upset of the night at the Broadfield
Who
Stadium.
scored?
Kevin Betsy's Crawley against his old club Fulham. Are they still
Is that
2-0
Odson?
against the Premier League side? Dickie Davis.
Odson Edward, let's go. Get in. Come on.
Very happy with that. I think they should carry on playing the way they were playing.
Finally.
A little bit. It's allowed Fulham to come back into it a little bit. Marshall Godot came on a sub. He had a scissor kick that went wide after a nice cross. But they've had a
Odson
couple of
Edward, finally.
Madison's had a
At
shot that's
last.
wide, from the resulting corner, glancing header just wide of the far post.
Finally, hopefully that will kick his confidence up.
Well worth it.
Yeah, they're doing a job on them because Fulham haven't even had a shot on target in this game so far. Now, we're keeping a close eye on events at the Kassam Stadium because League One Oxford were holding Premier League Palace 0-0. There's been a goal. Katie Shanahan.
Yes.
Yes, Crystal Palace have finally found a breakthrough. It was a brilliant piece of play by them. Once again, on the counter-attack.
Oh, great ball.
Jeffrey Clark, substitute, has come on.
Yes.
Feeds the ball into Odson Edward, who just fires home. He missed a header just moments ago, and he will just be so pleased. That is his first goal of the season for the French forward, and finally gets Palace the goal they need. So it's
Get
Oxford
in.
United 0, Palace 1.
Schlupp with the assist as well, which is nice.
For the last 3 seasons in a row, they've not had a great run at all since 2018 was the last time they got any further, but they might well be in that half of the third round draw now because they lead by a
Thank
goal
God
to
for
nil.
that.
Off we go to the game at Vicarage Road. It's been a promising, encouraging start for Rob Edwards as the new Watford boss, the best unbeaten start in 22 years. But are they going to go out to cup tonight? Johnny Phillips.
Yeah, it's looking like that, Jules, and certainly the first few moments
Finally.
of discontent from the stands here at Vicarage Road. There's such a great possession-based team with Rob Edwards in charge, and it was always the case as well when he was at Forest Green Rovers playing that three-at-the-back system as well, and they've had so much possession as well in this second half, but they're just lacking a cutting edge, and the fans around us getting slightly frustrated with that because they're just not creating enough chances, and MK Dons are happy to sit back and wait for their moments and break forward, and at the moment the League One side are very good value for this 2-0 lead.
We started the night talking about Premier League managers who really wanted a result tonight to try and kick-start a stuttering, slow start to the season. One of those managers was Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City. He's not getting it so far, Neil Mellor.
Well, he has not been happy with what he's seen so far, and he's looked at the bench and gone, I want something to improve. So he's brought on 4 players. James Maddison, one of those players. Dewsbury Hall's on there, Perez is on there, Castagna is now on there. It's been all Leicester in all fairness, Jules. They've seen so much of the ball, but they're just struggling to create a clear-cut opportunity. When they get in and around that stop ball penalty area, it's a shot from distance, it's a cross coming in. We've not really been able to test the goalkeeper in the stop ball goal, and we're getting ever closer to penalties, which the home fans, I'm sure, would certainly take. It's goalless.
80% possession for
Thank
Leicester.
God for that, boys. So happy with that.
An end product in the game at the New York Stadium. Rotherham against League One Morecambe, who knocked out Stoke on penalties in the last round. They might not need them tonight. Alan Biggs.
Yeah, the League One team are ahead through Arthur Ganua with an angled strike from the left-hand side. Rotherham was slack in midfield, lost possession, but it was a fierce low strike from Ganua. I thought that Josh Vickers should have done better. He got something on it in the Rotherham goal. And Rotherham, who are unbeaten previously this season, started so well in the Championship. Are looking down the barrel here against Morecambe, who of course knocked out Stoke on penalties in the previous round. At the New York Stadium, Rotherham 0, Morecambe 1.
Thomas Orr has pulled one back for Stenhousemuir with 18 minutes to go at Elgin City, but they still trail by 3 goals to 1. Are Colchester pushing for an equaliser against Premier League Brentford? Bianca Westwood.
They have had 2 fantastic chances, Jules. The first from a really good delivery from Junior Chamadou into the box, and Newby is there with a header, and he forces the Brentford goalkeeper into a fantastic save. And then from a corner, Noah Chilvers into the box, and it was Tom Dallison's header from close range, but he hits it wide. He's so frustrated, he kicks the upright in frustration because he knows he should have done better. He should have put that in the back of the net, and so the scoreline remains Colchester 0, Brentford 1.
It was a great opportunity, wasn't it, to get Colchester back in it. They're at this stage for just the second time in 12 years. They got to the quarter-finals back in 2018 under John McGreal, but if it stays like this, as well as they're doing, they'll be heading out tonight. Just one more goal to tell you about. East Fife have a third against 10-man St Johnson B in the Challenge Cup in Scotland. Michael Cunningham.
No, you can hang on now. That'd be ideal.
And place in the next round for them. You're fully up to date here on Gillette Soccer Special. We'll just take a quick break.
No double change. Oh, Eberwein, are you? Okay.
Letting the conversation flow. Soccer Special, sponsored by Gillette Labs.
3-0 to Forest.
At Booking.com, finding perfect isn't all that difficult. Beachfront property, no problem. Kitchen, how are you guys? Got it. And EV charging. Is it a big tune? Grandma's into it. Find your perfect place to stay. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Take your mind up.
Right, finish your protection with
2-0.
For an experience that doesn't get in the way.
Alright.
Choose the UK's #1 betting app, built for ease.
Stand on, boys.
That's betting better.
Because being a superhero is a trial by fire.
Bruce, I'm not going to be a superhero.
What else you gonna do as a Hulk?
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
But do things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
The Book of American Laws.
Marvel Studios She-Hulk, an original series available to stream exclusively on Disney+. This is not a line, it's a path.
A path that can take you further.
This season, we're taking it up a level.
Wow! Look at it. This is incredible.
Good job.
Excitement, danger.
It was a most fantastic sight. All the ships streaming towards the French coast.
It only takes one step.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Follow the path less travelled with brand new shows on National Geographic.
I sell all the
from
clothes I
Eze.
don't wear on Vinted. I can declutter my space and sell with no fees, which means I get to keep all the extra cash I made. Download the Vinted app today. Sky Store presents Top Gun Maverick.
We recall 12 Top Gun graduates for this mission.
Who are they going to get to teach us?
Show me what you're made of.
Thank you for the like, appreciate that. Sorry if I've not been speaking that much, I've just been trying to find out what's going on. 16 fouls.
You think up there you're dead.
We should have won the game by, we should be winning this by more.
Turning back now.
Top Gun Maverick. Available from the 24th of August in Sky Store.
Malcolm Eberway looks really good.
Jurassic World Dominion, available now in Sky Store Premier.
Soccer Special, sponsored by Jeanette Labs.
Burnley are through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. Samuel Bastion's goal, their only shot on target in the game, but it's enough to see them through at Shrewsbury. Kilmarnock's B-side have a fourth against East Stirling thanks to Kean Leslie, and just above that, another goal at Blundell Park, where Grimsby have had 19 shots in this game.
Who's been our best player? Good question. I'm not sure, if I'm honest with you.
No justice in football, is there, Jules, at times. They've been absolutely fantastic in this
Sound of it, Eze's been pretty decent. He's come on. It was the two substitutes, not two substitutes. It was Schlupp with the assist to Edouard's goal. So I'm not actually sure who I'd give man of the match to at the moment.
Onanii has came on as substitute. He fed Capu, fed it wide to his right-hand side, and there was Surridge.
I think we need that second goal still. I'm not convinced.
And Nottingham Forest, 4 times winners of this competition, guaranteed now a place.
God, Newport take the lead against
by 3 goals to nil.
Portsmouth.
Lost the game of the weekend, a 0-0 draw was one of the worst games of football he has ever seen. He'll be a lot happier, even in defeat, with the performance from his side tonight. I tell you who'll also be happy with his team's performance tonight is Ryan Lowe. We'll see how Preston are getting on in a moment as they try and get back into the game at Money. In fact, let's go to Alan now, shall we? Because Wolves looked almost home and hosed at 2-0 up at half-time. Could have been 3 if they'd scored that penalty. But Preston really are pushing now, aren't they, for Alan, for an equaliser?
Oh, they've had 2 unbelievably good chances. Again, Emile Rees with a chance. But this one's is good. Well, they got one early on, but they've got to get the goal here. Really good play. They've been patient. Watch this one. Rifled across. Brad Potts. Oh, had it been shoulder high, he could have volleyed it in like he did against Luton. He couldn't quite sneak that in. He's really unlucky. But really good stuff in the second half from
10 to go.
Much better. And the crowd.
How good has Richards been?
Although they're 2-1 ahead.
Sound of it, it doesn't sound like he's had a great game.
James Wait, we'll find out more about that in a moment. Rangers B have got a 7th against Dumbarton through Stephen Kelly.
Doesn't sound like he's had a great game, if I'm honest with you.
And a third goal at Carrow Road, where Bournemouth have looked most likely to get the next goal, Joby McInerney.
Well, they did, Jules, and they had a massive opportunity about a minute before Norwich took the lead. Jayden Anthony with a great opportunity. Angus Gunn, again, not for the first time, pulled off a great save. They then go break up the other end. Really good play. The 2 subs having a huge impact. Ida having brought on and Pookie. Lovely little run down the side. Pookie squares it. Ida right in the middle of the goal for a tap in. Could have gone either way. I've got to say, it's against the run of play, but Norwich snatching what looks like could be the winning goal now, Jules. 2-1, Norwich.
Yes, Tim, could have gone either way. Yes, very good, very good. Let's look at that chance though, Joe. We're just getting that chance ready because, as you said, it could have been a very different outcome had that gone in.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Bournemouth have had the better opportunities. Good work down the left-hand side. Really great ball, whips in. Anthony comes in again, gets a good contact, but Gunn there in the right place at the right time.
It's not over this.
The stop on it, and from this they go up the other end and get the winner. He's played a key role today, Angus Gunn.
Let's head off to Highbury Stadium. Fleetwood not out of this one, trailing Everton by that 1-0 Everton just lining up a free kick. Clinton, has anything come of it?
Offside, Tarkovsky. So yeah, there's been no chances, to be fair. Fleetwood have made a few changes, but there's no chances. Everton is seeing out the game. If I was, I'm not a betting man, but if I was a betting man, I'd say Everton would go through 1.
And no sign of Anthony Gordon, I take it.
No, he's relaxing. He's there. He's smiling on the bench. As I said earlier on, he's got a big smile on his face. So I don't know what that says to you, but he's a happy guy at the moment. But 1-0 Everton.
Might have seen the last of him in an Everton shirt. If that Chelsea move comes about, more on that story at 10 o'clock on Sky Sports News and Soccer Special post-match. Let's head off to Edgeley Park because a goal in this game now might well prove to be a winner. And Dave Challoner's Stockport still in with every chance of it being them against Premier League Leicester. Neil Mellor.
No, wouldn't it be good if Leicester got knocked out?
They are, but they're under some serious pressure. Leicester go again. Dewsbury Hall just had an effort cleared off the line brilliantly by Mark Kitching, but the closest was just a few minutes after that short corner. Madison was involved, played it to Tielemans on the edge of the box. It's one of them, Jules. He's got space, he's thinking he's going to bend it towards a far top mid. He does that. The goalkeeper is rooted. He's beaten. It is inches past the post. It is all Leicester as to try and find this winning goal. And it's the same, another one. Another chance for Leicester. Shot from distance. Yaros is 21, Jules. He's on loan from goalkeeper. And now he is going to be tested in these last 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game. Still goalless.
Okay, so still an upset possible there, but it's Leicester on top at the moment. Kelty Hearts back in front against Forfar through Jordan Hunter with 4 minutes to go of their Scottish Challenge Cup tie. And off to Pride Park we go. West Brom got a 5-2 win at the weekend against Hull, their first championship win of the season. But could they be coming back down to earth with a bump at Derby tonight, still trailing by a goal to nil. That goal from Louis Sibley, still the difference between the two sides, leading by a goal to nil. Let's see if there's any way back from them. Rob Jones.
Not looking like it at the moment, Jules, although Steve Bruce has unloaded the bench. The likes of Grady Dean Garner and Carlin Grant are on there. A good double chance in the second half did West Brom. Poor clearance from Joe Wildsmith. Jake
Looks
Livermore
like they're just going to hold on.
Wildsmith redeemed himself at the near post, came back to Livermore. He squared it to Matty Phillips, who volleyed over. Then just a couple of moments ago, Derby and Louis Sibley almost had a second. Conor Horan, the sub, squared it to him just on the edge of the penalty area. Curling left-footed shot was well kept out by Alex Palmer as Todd Fellows just fires over from inside the area for West Bromwich Albion. But what, 7 minutes plus stoppage time, Derby County away from a place in round 3.
Off to Rodney Parade we go. This hasn't got long to go. Newport County were knocked out by Portsmouth South Coast rivals Southampton 8-0 last season. Are they going to make it through tonight in dramatic fashion, Tony Colliver?
Well, it certainly looks that way. We've got a cracking game here. Newport have got a great pedigree here at Rodney Parade. It was Will Smith with a good work finding James Wade. He went on a terrific darting run towards goal, shot from the edge of the box, and the keeper could do nothing. He was stationary. The home side have the advantage. It's Newport 3, Portsmouth 2.
Last round they won 3-2, Newport, with a 76th minute winner from James Waite. Tonight they lead 3-2 with what could be a 74th minute winner from James Waite. So he likes to be the main man, doesn't he, the hero in these ties, and he is minutes away from being just that once again. Victoria Pilsen have taken the lead on the night, and in the tie against Carabao in the Champions League playoff. Victoria Pilsen, the Czech champions, on course to reach the group stage draw, which is on Thursday, by the way. Jan Clement with the goal for them, so they are 17 minutes away from booking their place in that draw. They haven't lost at home in Europe since 2018 when Real Madrid won there in the group stage 5-0. They've been unbeaten since that time and on course for the group stage now. Let's get back to the Carabao Cup, shall we? Back to the game here in the studio. Is the Bolton race run with that third Villa goal?
It really has. I mean, Digne goal's not going to stuff it out in the third one. 3-1 Villa. Very comfortable now, just seeing out time. Very comfortable. They brought on about 6 substitutions. Archer's on the young boy, making good runs up front. They're only looking like they're in an extended lead, Jules. Bolton, their race is run. Absolutely done.
Yeah, they are very comfortable now. Aston Villa very uncomfortable. Are Fulham at the Broadfield Stadium? They need 2 goals, and Dickie Davis, they can't have very long left to find them.
There's 3 people in there.
I think we're less than 10 minutes now, as Wolves. We're still waiting for their first shot on target. They have had a couple of chances a moment ago. Really should have been on target, and certainly should have scored. There's a chance on a breakaway now. It's Ashley Anderson trying to chip the goalkeeper. Oh, he's chipped it over for Crawley. Could have made it 3-0. Back to that Fulham chance, had a great chance. Kearney drifted in a free kick 25 yards out. Straight into the Shane Duffy on his full debut, unmarked.
Bolton, that's it for them. Villa through.
Ashley Anderson has had a couple of really good chances. Fulham defence hesitated. Anderson was on to add a shot, and he just got through a couple of seconds ago. As you can see, tried to lift the keeper, just got a bit too much on it. Time's running out for Fulham. Could be a heck of a night for Crawley.
Barrow have got a second. They lead now against Lincoln. So leading for the first time tonight in this tie against their League One side, thanks to Ben Whitfield. Kilmarnock B have
Oh, penalty to Palace.
to wrap it up.
Let's go.
And Southampton have got a
Jordan,
third.
are you?
Cambridge United will hear about that. Dominic Ballard wrapping it up for them. And
Let's go.
A fourth goal for Aston.
Come on, boys.
Comfort rating now. Tim.
Yeah, 4-1. Buendia finds Leon Bailey on the right-hand side. When he receives the ball, you think there's absolutely no danger when he picks it up here. But the danger becomes heightened when he keeps driving into the box. Don't
Surely
let him
that's it
inside
now.
on his left foot. Okay, sorry. Here it goes. Just rolls it into the corner. Quality goal, quality finish. You have the rich vein of form, that kid.
Second goal for the club. That's why I put it in my fantasy team. I'm waiting for a moment like that in the Premier League, but maybe it'll come at the weekend. Villa 4-1 up, and they are now easing through for Stephen Gerrard, of course, a three-time winner as a player at Liverpool. Closing stages of the game at the Abbey Stadium, and Cambridge's hopes are definitely over now. JD Dyer.
Yeah, Jules, and the famous words of Jay-Z, Southampton came, they saw and they conquered, because it was a wonderful move for the third goal. It was actually a long kick from Alex McCarthy, who released Jan Valery down the right-hand side, and then all good fullbacks to remain composed and remain calm, and he put a wonderful ball across, and Dominic Ballard...
Brentford score a second. Come on, boys. Who's taking the penalty? It can't be Luca. Oh, it is Luca. Let's go. Get in. 2-0. There we go, game over. 2-0, Luka Milivojevic from the penalty spot.
Some big smiles, 3-0.
Big smiles as well on the faces of the Barrow fans. Are the League Two side going to be in that draw tomorrow night? Peter Smith.
Let's go.
Wilder's used all 5 of his substitutes in the second half, and 2 of them combined for the goal. Josh Gordon firing the ball into the far post area, and there was
safely through. There we go. We're through now.
Barrow haven't been in the third round of the League Cup since the 1967-68 season, but they lead Lincoln City by 2 goals to 1.
Moment for Barrow, as you say, Peter, decades and decades, generations since they last made it through, but they are minutes away from doing that. Minutes away as well from a 4th successive home win of the season under their boss, Pete Wild. Second goal in the game at the Kassam Stadium, and any hopes of an Oxford fight back are over. Katie Shannon.
Yes.
Yeah, they certainly are, because Crystal Palace have just doubled their lead through a penalty. It was for an incident, because a big incident, goalkeeper brought down Jordan Ayew in the box. It was quite clearly a foul inside the area, so the penalty was given.
Yeah, that's clear penalty.
And then Luka Milivojevic was the one to step up to take the penalty.
Please, Luka.
And he fired
Oh, good penalty.
left-hand corner, an absolute peach of a delivery as he gets his first goal since
Very good penalty.
last year.
We'll take that.
Crystal Palace in control here as they look to reach the 3rd round for the first time in 4 years. So Oxford 0, Crystal Palace 2.
Third time in 4 years.
Palace heading through, Brentford heading through. They've got a second at Colchester. Mads Beck Sorensen in stoppage time has made sure of their place in the 3rd round. But it looks like it's going to be penalties at Carrow Road. Joby McAnuff.
Yeah, and Dean Smith will be absolutely livid. Norwich had a golden opportunity about 3-4 minutes before this goal from Bournemouth. Again, really good work down the left-hand side. Jayden Anthony involved, as he has been in most things, and this is a young lad, Oko, gets a cross in, and Brooklyn Genesini, who's just recently come on, does what Jayden Anthony can't do a few moments earlier, turns the ball in the back of the net. So, real late drama here. Looks like it's going to penalty.
And we will follow them with Joby. If it does, it's not going to be penalties now at Colchester, though. Brentford have got the second to finish this tie off, Bianca Westwood.
Yes, they have. I mean, Colchester have been piling on the pressure, but the best chances have come from Brentford. Baptiste with a really good effort that was saved. Ryan Trevitt in with the follow-up. He hit the crossbar, but the goal came from a corner. Mads Beck Sorensen was there on the end of it to make it 2-0 to Brentford.
Yeah, that's that second goal. They'll be in the draw tomorrow night, and Stevenage might be there as well, because they've just scored a 93rd minute goal. And the League Two side have made a really good start to the season. Their best as an EFL club under Steve Evans. Knocked out Reading of the Championship in the last round, and now they're going to knock out, I think, League One Peterborough, having a really good season. Jamie Reid in the 93rd minute, Rob McCaffrey.
We should be through as well.
He's not there now. We'll hopefully fix up that link to him and hear about that goal for Jamie Reid, but it looks like being the goal that seals their place in the next round, and a 7th successive home win, which is their best run in a number
Norwich
of
and
years.
Bournemouth
it is
gone
all
to
over
penalty.
at Carrow Road. but it has got to go to penalties, but not before Timo Pukki almost nicked it for Norwich, Joby.
Yeah, very, very close, Jules. Again, he's had a real positive impact since he's come on. We thought it was going to be finished, had the one last attack, and Pukki does so well, makes such good runs, which is saying, tickling down the side of defenders, cuts back, little nutmeg there, little touch, but good defending in the end, and can't quite find the finish. But he's come on, made a real impact. Certainly, I think he fancied one of the pens. But here we go, Jules, just getting ready now.
Yeah, we'll come back to you for penalties shortly, Joby, and in the meantime, just when we said that Barrow with that goal from Ben Whitfield were on course to reach the third round for the first time since the 60s, Lincoln in the 92nd minute have for now denied them that. Peter Smith.
And two of their second half subs have combined for a late equalising goal 2 minutes into 4 of stoppage time. Tom Hopper getting a crucial touch inside the box.
Come on, ref, blow the whistle, let's get us through.
First time, the on-loan Swansea man looks as though he's taking this time to penalties. It's now Barrow 2, Lincoln 2.
Yeah, so penalties on the horizon there if it stays like
through
that.
To the next round.
Through that late
Let's
goal
go.
From Jamie Reid has seen them beat Peterborough. Let's hear all about it. We can speak to Rob McCaffrey.
Yeah, they deserve it as well. It was a lovely ball played inside the fullback down the right-hand side. Luther Wilder, the fullback, pounding down.
Right, that's it, ladies and gents. We have through. Let's go, Oxford University. What?
Yeah, they've been terrific all night, Stephen. They
We are through.
Kick of the game, and they are through to the third round.
For the very first time as well at the 5th attempt, Stephen is in the hat for round 3. So too Everton, a 1-goal win. That goal from Damari Gray, enough for them to edge past Fleetwood at Highbury Stadium. Kilmarnock beat thrashing East Stirling 5-2 in the Scottish Challenge Cup. Southampton's 3-0 winners at Cambridge. 2 more goals for Che Adams. That's 4 in 2 for the informed striker. Nottingham Forest 3-0 winners.
That's it for tonight, ladies and gents. Thank you all very much for joining. Appreciate that. We have won 2-0. We'll take that. We will fully take that through to the next round, and we're through. We'll take it. I'll see you for the next video soon, guys. Take care and see you later.